Okay, so first things first, we're gonna drain the primary, make sure there's no oil in there. I don't want to make too big of a mess, so I'm gonna try to prop you guys up, show you where the drain is for the primary, and then we'll go from there. Start searching for the rest of my tools. This is my toolbox currently, pretty much. All the tools I usually use for Harleys. I don't really work on anything else just yet. I am a novice. I do have an XS650, which is my wife's, that we're eventually going to get chopped and going again. When we got it, it ran, and then I let it sit, and then come to find out the wiring was a bird's nest. So we're going to figure that out later on this year, I'd say. Maybe even next year. We don't know. Well, I'm going to get started on this. I'm going to prop you guys up so you can see what's going on, okay? It's always a good idea to check the end of these drains, because they usually have a magnet on it. And as you can see, got some gunk on there. Looks like some pieces of clutch maybe. Well, we'll find out what's really in there once we get this primary cover off. Set that to the side so maybe figure out what that is. And I always clean these magnets off, that way, you know, when you do replace the oil and you get some new stuff in there, you're not, you know, accidentally mixing that all back up in there with it. Like I said, I'm no mechanic. I'm like shade tree adjacent. You know, I just know a couple things and that's it. Anything else, you know, I just learned on YouTube. Looks like we pretty much got everything draining out of here. I'll get some more rags laid out so that when we pop the outer primary off and see what's going on in here, we can not end up with too big of a mess on our hands, you know? Alright, I'm going to put this back in. You know, if you're doing this on a running bike, it's always good to take the bike for like a little ride, warm up all the oil, so when you drain it, kind of comes out a little easier. Maybe you won't agree with that, because then the bike's hot, so do be careful if you do it. Let's see, where'd my wrench go? Oh man, you guys see my wrench? I lost it. Uh-oh. Oh, found it. Alright. Be careful snugging this stuff up. I mean, this is aluminum, I believe. And you don't want to strip it. That's the last thing you want to do. End up stripping your bike and then trying to figure out how to fix it. In that case, you can use plumber's tape. And that'll fill in the ruined threads until you can actually get a good fix on it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this derby cover off just to take a look inside, see what's going on. And then it'll make it a little easier, I think, for me to know what's going on in there and take this outer primary cover off. And then when you tighten this back up, since it's just a 3, you got to be careful. Do this nice and slow so you don't warp this plate. You warp this primary cover, then you're going to get a massive oil leak out of the bottom. It wasn't until Harley decided to switch this up and put, I think, what, 5 or 8 bolts in there, So we'll get this plate off, and then we'll figure out what's going on. I always like to have another rag laid out for stuff like this when it's this small. Alright. Now we're getting close to taking this off, so I'm going to sit you guys down again and find a good spot. There we go. Just sit in my toolbox. It's always easier with two hands. Alright. Doesn't look too bad in there. Actually looks pretty clean. I don't know how well you guys can see, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It didn't look too old either. The guy I did buy this bike from told me it was rebuilt sometime in 2007, and I don't know if that means also they went through the clutch and everything, but it kind of looks like they did. I mean, this gasket's not too worn out. I mean, I might even try to just reuse this one because I'm cheap, but we'll see. Alright, I gotta find out which Allen head to use and take these out. And make sure when you do take these out on almost any primary, as far as I've found, is they tend to be different lengths. So go for that. Just keep an eye on it, make sure they're not getting mixed up, and then, you know, take your time reassembling it if they do get mixed up, so that you have proper surface, like proper tension around the whole thing, and get a good seal on your gasket. I'm gonna sit you guys back down again so I can find my Allen wrenches and figure out which ones I need to use. I think I got it right here, but we'll see. Now too big. That's what she said. Alright, let's see. Maybe this Ninja Allen wrench set will work. I'm pretty sure I got this out of a Ninja. Yeah, it's a metric. We'll see. Oh, metric on a Harley. Impossible. Oh, what do you know? I think that'll do it. We'll see. We'll look. No, that's not it, is it? That's a shame. Just when you thought things were going to be easy. Of course, it's a metric, so it's just outside what it would work. Got other tools in here, but no idea where they all went. Let's see here. We'll just dig around this mess real quick. Oh, that's just my GoPro yelling at me because, yeah, shut up. Yeah, it's just bitching at me. It's telling me it's dying. Nope. You know, it'd probably help if I had a shop manual with all the information I needed on it right then and there, but I don't. That's not too good. I know I got the right Allen wrench somewhere. I'm sure some of you are just screaming at me what size it is. If you know, let me know in the comments below. And we'll get that going. I'll get another proper set of tools to actually do this job right. Well, for now, I'm going to pause the video so I can find my tools.